listen to the engines moaning out as one old song. Think about the
Obama administration orders World Bank to keep third world in poverty. That's coming up next hour. I'm going to read that article by Paul Joseph Watson up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com in full, because it is a death sentence, as Lord Monckton and others have pointed out, a death sentence. There's also another key story at Infowars.com from good old Webster Tarpley. Please send this letter to your senators in opposition to the Bernanke nomination. Yes, that sends the message that what they've done is wrong. They're the bad guys. They have to be identified as the head of the snake. And Bernanke's in trouble. He may not make it. That's why Time and Newsweek are talking about how great he is. What was it? Time gave him Man of the Year and praised him. That's like giving a peace prize to Obama, expanding all the wars. It's a sick joke. It's all a sick joke. They think if they just shovel this propaganda on people, they're going to go along with it. But continuing with this executive summary report obtained internally from the World Health Organization, the report labels the tax idea a particularly attractive option for funding health research and development, and says that revenues from it would rise considerably if the profits from one or more high-income countries was included. And so they call for the larger tax on GDP, same thing that was in the official Copenhagen Treaty they tried to get countries to sign on to. So to have them in this article denying it, the UN saying, oh, no, we didn't say that, it's just ridiculous. In a telephone interview on Thursday, Lopez Montano, I believe you pronounce it, declared that she did not understand, if we were talking about getting cheaper medicines for poor people, how we could discuss this without talking about intellectual property rights. Frustrated, she says, she walked out of the group's last working session, December 2009, and did not return. But that's the person that, again, gave him the executive summary, it says here. But again, you can read in the first paragraph or second paragraph of the article that the UN is denying this. In fact, let me just read it. A member of the World Health Organization, WHO, panel on experts that is pondering new global taxes on emails, alcohol, tobacco, airline travel, and consumer bank transactions, has charged that she was given only selective information at group meetings, the deliberations were rushed, and the group was manipulated by the international pharmaceuticals industry. They claim this is all a way to give third world cheap drugs, but just like the insurance scam, it's really just a way to cut benefits and jack up prices and bring control over third world countries and their own production of pharmaceuticals. And to get literally in the aggregate hundreds of billions of dollars pumped into big pharma in the name of helping the third world with their poison-laced vaccines and drugs and the rest of it. All of her charges were strongly denied by the head of the WHO's expert working group on research and development financing, EWG, a 25-member panel of medical experts, academics, and healthcare bureaucrats, which is due to present a 98-page report in Geneva on Monday after 14 months of deliberations on the new and innovative sources of funding to reshape the global medical industry. So the UN, again, completely being run by big pharma, according to this person. Of course, the UN was set up by the military-industrial complex in 1945. You have all these conservatives, mainline conservatives, going, get rid of the UN. It's anti-America. It wants to take over America. No, the banks took America over, and they created this institution to be the hub of all their international regulatory control that gives them governmental power. And so anything that comes out of it will be packaged as helping the third world when it's the opposite. All we need to do is look at State Department Memorandum 200 by Henry Kissinger, Herr Kissinger, to find out exactly what they want to do, and that's devastate and control the third world. And that's what's coming up. Obama administration orders World Bank to keep third world countries in poverty. We'll be right back.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
One major world crisis away from having a totalitarian type of system.
The main event is the wholesale destruction of the world economy.
The push for every nation on the globe to identify and number all of its citizens.
Friends, I hope that you will order Shadow Government from Infowars.com. We also have some specials. You can get some of our other films half price when you order Shadow Government a new level in production quality and in information. It exposes how a cashless society, surveillance, beast grid of total control is being put into place. This film needs to be seen. Everybody needs to get it. So order yours today. Show it to your friends, your family, your church, your neighbors, your boss, your employees. Shadow Government, ladies and gentlemen. Get your copy at Infowars.com today. Shadow Government. It gives Big Brother a black eye. Available at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Coming up, Reverend James Manning. Find out the new developments with the Secret Service and CIA. That's how they declared themselves, visiting him. He has his employees as witnesses. And he is really beating the drum to politically go after Barack Hussein, the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama, as he calls him. You know what? If I went to an organized church, which I go to the Methodist church, I like it. My parents go, my kids go every Sunday to a Methodist church here in Austin. But I mean, if I really went for some good sermons, it'd be some of these black churches with preachers like Reverend Manning. I mean, it's just great to listen to him. I mean, it's like Martin Luther King. They are just great speakers. I don't know what it is, or I guess it's that passion. But you read about the founding fathers and the black brigades, as the pastors were called, because all major denominations were black back then. Most of them did. And just the oratory, the text of the speeches they gave, we need to get back to that. I think it's that a lot of the black churches have that old time fire that is so invigorating. But he is coming up in T-minus about 30 minutes. He'll be with us at 33 after if we go to break at the bottom of the hour. And we've got him coming on, and Richard Reeves in studio to talk about the gun grabbing that's going on, his interview with Rick Perry, and so much more, like Deborah Medina. Really an example of how we can take this country back. Very, very exciting to see everybody getting behind her and the incredible buzz I hear everywhere. My grandmother doesn't listen to the radio show often because I talked to her. She didn't hear about Deborah Medina from me. And I find that to be interesting because she's my great-grandmother to my children. Really, my last grandparent we've got, such a precious, sweet lady. And my mother was taking her to physical therapy because she's, 85, 86 and had polio. She's a tough lady. And so she's been on crutches since the 50s, but so she can keep walking and kicking. She's still sharp as a tack. My mother was taking her to physical therapy. Was it last Thursday? And no, it was Friday, and they were stuck in traffic driving back. And my mom said, "Who are you going to vote for in the Republican primary coming up next month?" And she said, "Oh, no question. I'm voting for Medina. I watched her in the debate." So it was Medina in the debate, just the straightforwardness, the knowledge, the constitutional nature. If my 80-something-year-old grandmother is going for Medina, that's why I'm so torn. I'm so torn doing this radio show. I wanted to go home last night and see my children, but I had to go down there and protest. It's a responsibility I have. You notice I don't do it a lot. I don't do a lot of public events. I turn down speaking engagements all over the world. Very lucrative, by the way, offers I've been given, just because I just want to cover the news and make films, and I'm just overwhelmed. And I want to spend time with my grandmother. I want to spend more time with my family and not spend time talking to the media and everything else. It's just, but I have a responsibility, and I know that we're dealing with pure tyranny. And so I feel robbed by the New World Order, of my time, of my energy. You know, it's time that you can't ever get back. Time is the real currency. And I don't know, I'm making some decisions right now about the type of work I want to do and what I want to do in the future. And the sick thing is, the more I get attacked, the more I get lied about, the more I get demonized. It's like then it makes me even work harder. It's like I can't back off from a fight. It's that too. It's just, I just want to spend time with my grandmother. I want to spend time with my family. I got to fight these people.
Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you